Robin.
Did you Bono's profound speech on the Billboard Music Award?
No.
Wow.
I couldn't watch I tried to watch the Billboard Music Awards.
Horrid.
I saw the Beyonce thing. It so happened that's the part I caught.
Which is dancing in front of a screen, and
yeah,
it's like, what
did Bono say?
Bono babbled for 3 minutes, maybe, not even, and then was just removed by one of the other guys in the band.
What do you mean?
Just kind of pushed to the side and we'd like to thank because
what were they getting?
Bono was just some kind of fucking You Rule award.
Humanitarian, or was it for his music? What was he doing?
It was for their tour or some shit, being amazing and everything.
Okay.
And they went for 15 minutes showing the tour and what goes into putting on putting up that set and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they go, and now, ladies and gentlemen, you too. And they just walk out. It's like, they couldn't play a song or something?
No, they're at that point in their careers.
They don't have to play a song.
They don't have to play a song anymore. But
and then Bono got on mic and just started rambling about, you can make music in your living room, and you can make music on a little piece of carpet or whatever. And then, it was just hey, yeah, okay, Bono, yeah. And thank you for...
He was just trying to be profound.
He was trying, but it was it wasn't about apartheid. It wasn't about fucking starvation.
It must suck to try to be profound all the time. He seems to be one of those guys that he thinks he has to be profound every time he's in front of a microphone.
Every time. I think he lost it, though. It was when he was we go to cure AIDS and stuff like that. It's all right, whatever. But
he's been around long enough to know that it's all bullshit and nothing really changes.
Yeah, nothing
changes. But when
changes.
he was young and full of fucking cum and piss and whatever the saying is,
he was ready to
piss and
rock.
vinegar. He was going to change the world, but now he's in his late 40s. He might even be in his 50s at this point. He's like, shit, nothing really changes.
Yeah, nothing changed.
We've barely saved any of the rainforest at this point. We've been fighting that cause for 20 years.
So instead of donating money to stuff, let's just build an amazing set that costs millions and truck it around. And
it's amazing, right? All that money wasted. Why not just do if that's the issue, why not just do a simple set? Why would you spend that much on a fucking worthless show?
Their set is crazy.
These fucking
He's
guys.
a pompous ass.
Well, these guys aren't aging, though. That's kind of creepy.
Well, Bono on a close-up they showed during the Billboard Music Award, you could see,
the Edge hasn't aged.
No, the Edge looks like the Edge.
But if you wear a hat like that all the time...
Yeah, he's like a cartoon.
Young.
The Edge is like a cartoon character. He just has one outfit.
There's a lot of medicine in that hair, though, huh? They all got medicine in their hair.
Yeah, a little medicine. Well, not all of them, I guess.
What's his name doesn't?
Yeah. He's like the fucking Charlie Watts of the band. His hair.
I don't know. I know his name. I love this band.
Gilbert Godfrey. That's what he looks like.
Godfrey. There you go. Really quickly, I was driving home from Philly, and I wanted to check out our channel because we had a lot of excitement on our channel over the weekend.
Yes.
And I discovered my car is 2 years old now, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And I think we're on Sirius 206. I know we goof about that
from
time to time because the channel change really fucking got everyone confused.
XM 105, Sirius 206.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm driving home and I'm thinking to myself, man, there's a lot going on our channel. I want to check it out, see how it's sounding. Long story short, my fucking car does not get Sirius 206.
Oh, it doesn't.
What the fuck is that about? Without bitching and complaining and yelling and screaming about this stupid company. Why doesn't my car get 206? Could someone explain this to me?
What a coincidence, because as I was driving home in the Shelby, which I have a Sirius radio in and a Sirius account, I, too, was searching for the virus, and to no avail.
You didn't have it either?
To no avail could I...
We didn't even talk about truck either.
You're kidding.
No, I talked to
Gary. We
Gary.
didn't even talk about this off air.
No, you have to give the number. You have to give your radio
Opie,
number.
Anthony, and Jim Norton, it's our channel.
We can't listen
and
to
we can't listen to our own channel in our cars.
And don't fuck up my XM account with the Escalade, because that ain't the one. It's the Shelby.
So what does that mean? You have to get the number off the radio.
Why?
It's just they probably have to. I'm guessing they have to reset. But I think that's all they have to do.
Reset? Do they? No, I think they have to add the premium
maybe they
XM
do.
package, which they pulled from us when they
Why would they
switched
pull it from
channels?
us? Why? Why?
They switched channels and went like, fuck them. Let them just go to the basic shit.
And then I went through every single channel because I thought I was missing something.
Our channel wouldn't even come up on my radio.
206 doesn't even exist. So
it goes like,
so what? It's going to exist after they do what? And what do I have to do? Who do I talk to? Like, this is a pain in the ass. You can't make it such a pain in the ass to get people to listen.
No.
Because I gave up. I'm like, you know what? I don't need to listen to me.
You know how many listeners we lost?
Stupid.
You know how many listeners we probably lost through this changeover of channels?
Well, don't you think the advertising will reflect? Oh,
right.
That doesn't
wait a
exist
minute.
either.
That's right.
Right. You're right. We probably did because people don't know where it is, or they don't realize that they have to reset their radios or whatever because they're not going to make it easier.
They're saying we have to pay for the Best of XM package, but we work here and we had that. But
I ain't paying to hear my own fucking show.
That's right. No one should.
But then because of the channel change, they took away all the Best of XM packages, I guess.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? That doesn't make sense.
I don't fucking get it.
Because wouldn't that make people go, I don't really need it.
Yeah. Now let me not get it.
You know what? I don't need to get it. Whatever.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
But
give it to us.
Oh, wow, the phone's just fucking exploded. That means our problem is their problem. They're having the same issue.
Of course they are. Motherfucker.
Had a Sirius radio, couldn't get you guys, had to buy the XM package. But what if you had the XM package? Did they take the XM package away from everybody?
Yeah, what was the deal? Did I have the XM package and what I was able to listen on Sirius?
You did have it.
I did?
And it probably just got fucked up on the computer when it switched.
And a channel change.
I bet it was a fucking calculated move.
And I'll say it again, and they got mad at me because I kind of nodded when they told me this off air, but a channel change without us being on the same channel on both is so stupid.
I know. Why bother?
What without the name of the channel being Opie and Anthony?
Well, that's
always been an issue for years. So.
Yeah, we gave up on that. What are you going to do? You're going to make yourself fucking sick.
What is Martha Stewart's channel called?
The Cake.
Is it called?
It's called The Cake.
The Cake?
Because she bakes.
But don't other people have their fucking name on the channel?
The Collage.
Her channel is called We Spent Millions on This Horse Shit. I think it's something like that is the name.
Do you have a list of the channels, Travis?
Her channel.
Perjury to the grand jury.
Yeah, Tanner Boyle hair, 115. Give her a little tussling.
It's called No One Gives a Shit About Your Treats.
So, wait, Stewart.
Baskets.
So, Martha Stewart, is that her channel name? Yeah. Martha Stewart Living Radio.
Yeah.
Now, this argument, by the way, that, Opie and Anthony are not the only show on the platform. I get that. But is Martha Stewart on 24 hours a day? No, she's not.
Unfortunately, no.
But why is her name? Why is Oprah Radio when fucking Oprah is not always on? So that fucking argument we've been given is shit. And we've been given it since XM. This is not new with Sirius. Well, you also have Ron and Fez, and there's no disrespect to them, or other shows on the weekend.
Right.
Fine. But people who are looking for Opie and Anthony should be able to see the Opie and Anthony thing instead of the virus. If the company does not want the name of this show associated with it. And I'm not being paranoid and crazy.
It'll be fun to see who's on the virus after we're long gone. XM 105. This guy's telling me we're on XM 105. I have a Sirius radio because I bought a car that has Sirius.
Shut up. I looked at XM 105, dummy, on my fucking radio. It wasn't there. There isn't a 105.
Wait, you have an XM car?
I have an XM Escalade, which I get everything.
Wait a minute. I have a Sirius. What are you talking about?
In my Escalade, I have XM.
Because this could be a bigger problem then.
In my Escalade, I have XM.
Right.
So I go to 105 and I get the virus.
Right.
In my Shelby, I have a Sirius account.
Right.
I cannot get our show.
Oh, yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah,
okay. But,
which is, stupid.
But see, that guy's confused because he's saying it's XM 105. That's
XM 105.
But that's
dummy.
That's the point I'm making. This is very confusing for a lot of people. This guy's trying to help us out, but he's confused too.
He's totally confused.
I have XM in the house, so yes, I get us on 105.
Yeah. We're not talking about XM.
But my car is Sirius, and for some reason they said, you know what? He doesn't need the best of package anymore. Who's he?
Yeah.
So then I couldn't even listen to our own channel over the weekend with all these exciting things happening.
The virus.
With Rogan.
Yeah, right. Rogan comes on and we can't.
That's why I want to check it out. I'm like, I want to see how I don't listen to our channel a lot because we you know, we want to get away from this a little bit.
We got more people trying to help, Opie, and it's just not working.
What?
Fat Matt is saying exit 105 off the Parkway is Red Bank.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think he understands the problem we're really trying to get across here. It's not an exit. It's our show.
Is there any answers coming from down the hall? I really want to know why I couldn't listen to our channel over the weekend.
I want to know why the name of the channel. We have been given a bullshit answer about that for 5 years.
Yeah.
Why is the name of the channel just not Opie Anthony?
And naming it the virus doesn't make sense
It
anymore.
stinks!
It used to sort of make sense.
Never made sense. That was an ELO move. It was a bad move by ELO. I love ELO, but that was a bad move.
No, that was to replace High Voltage,
Right.
which was horrible.
Oh,
so then we had to
Voltage,
quickly come
remember
up with a name that wasn't Opie and Anthony for whatever reason. So that was the best we could come up with at
They
the
wouldn't
time.
go with Opie and Anthony.
I don't know why. I don't know why they don't understand that when you brand something.
Because we're not household names.
No.
In their eyes, we're not household names.
Yeah.
Like Martha Stewart. This is the real answer. It hurts our egos and our souls, but this is what they would tell you. We're not household names like the rest of them, like Martha Stewart, Howard Stern,
Oprah, and Foxhole. But I get that.
But my argument to them would be, wouldn't you want to build new household names?
How about you just,
so if you got
put
a
us
channel
on
that
there.
has Opie and Anthony, you're building the brand, you're building the household name right there in front of everyone's eyes. How could it hurt to call it Opie and Anthony? It's the same as calling it the virus.
Or what's more recognizable, virus or Opie and Anthony? I mean, even if it's not a
To
household name, what's more recognizable?
Virus is very
Virus means
household.
nothing.
You get sick. People get sick all the time.
It's AIDS radio. They just won't change the name. They do not want the public association or whatever. That's why it's not in the advertising.
Yeah.
Well,
it is what it
well,
is.
we're gonna
And
start-
Bob is not going to do anything about it.
Well, we're going to start our big advertising push because I saw Scott in the bathroom, and he wants me and Ant to take wireless microphones to Times Square.
Or something.
I went, yeah.
That's so we can get out of the building.
And then I got in a fight with the guy.
Get with the people.
Again, because I go, that's stupid. I go, that's like...
That's
I go,
stupid.
that's hacky radio. And then I actually said to him, I go, God, I can't believe I'm saying something there, but fuck it. I have nothing to lose at this point. I go, would Howard just take wireless mics into Times Square? And he goes, well, he did. He did that in Union Square. I go, that's when he was announcing to the world that he was going to satellite radio. That was a big fucking deal. But to tell me and Ant to take wireless microphones and broadcast from Times Square is a dumb idea. I go,
So you want us to do the walkover again,
Right.
pretty much?
I go,
That's it?
I said Eric Logan years ago said when you guys go out, it should be bigger than life. And I told him that. I'm like, us just taking wireless mics and going out to Times Square is embarrassing.
Yeah.
But he's obsessed with us doing some weird...
How about an animation festival? How about
Well, that's what I
fucking,
told him. I said we had our big events that you took away from us.
What happened with the animation
virus
festival?
tour?
I don't know. They just,
So what did happen to that?
They just wanted too big of a piece or something.
I don't understand what they wanted. What piece of what?
The action.
What action was there to get? There wasn't any. Was there money to be made there? or
Yeah,
no?
what was the
We did it
difference?
for free.
What was the difference between the first one
We did it for free.
and then the one we wanted to do again? Like what changed from the first one to the one we wanted to do again? Because the first one was very successful.
Yeah.
Let's just carbon copy it and do it again.
Bob needs to be all over this.
I don't understand what changed
I forgot.
in that period of time.
I forgot. It was something that didn't make sense.
Yeah, obviously. Oh God.
Yeah, but he got in my face. Howard did that. I'm like, no, that's different. He did it because he was announcing that he's going to satellite. That was huge at the time. Me and Ant taking wireless mics to Times Square is not.
Yeah,
that's not a huge event.
That's not huge.
We look like idiots. But that's what they think of us. That's why.
Look like assholes, man.
That's what they think of us. They think we're still like just a hacky fucking radio show that should be broadcasting from gas stations and such.
Yeah, why don't we do that? We'll give away some
That's too bad.
$1.05 gas unless you have a Sirius radio and then you don't get gas.
Right.
Yeah, or it's $2.68 to match the channel. It's two different prices.
Two different prices.
Depending on what kind of car you roll
Other
up
people
with.
can't get it at all. Leave. You can't get it.
Exactly. Have some fucking diesel shithead.
They should just put us on the same channel on both. Like, why are they making everything so complicated all the time? And the point, without like continuing with this, I just want to know why I can't get our channel channel in my car.
Yeah.
And what do I have to do now that's more of a hassle?
Well, why just fix it? Because I don't want to talk to anyone after the show about this.
Or couldn't they put them 100 apart? Like, if the technology wouldn't allow them to do that. I understand that, but couldn't they go 107, 207?
No, you can't say I understand that ever with these guys.
Everything's
They could have figured it out if they wanted to.
Technologically?
No, they decide they wanted to. All right, then make us 206 on both. We don't need to be on 105.
They could switch. They could put us on any channel.
It's more important to be on the same fucking channel on both platforms. So they could have figured it out.
They could put us on any channel.
They own the company. They could have figured it out.
Yeah. Logistically, they could put us on any channel on either platform.
I think everyone on the XM side had that, though. Like, I think Oprah's on different channels. Anybody who was best of XM had to deal with that. So if they were going to do it, they could have done it smart. 110, 210. It's like something that people could wrap their head around instead of 105 and 206, which is horrendous.
To them, they think moving down to 105 is good channel placement, but they couldn't do that on Sirius. My point would be, then why don't you just put us way up in the dial on both? That would make more sense in the end.
Right.
Because, until this weekend, I didn't know what channel we were on. And I finally said, oh, wait, it is 206. Because we goofed on so much, I didn't know. And I didn't, and when I went to 206 and we weren't there, I'm like, wow, I don't think we're on 206. Okay, let me check every channel, which I did.
If we're confused and we were
I had a long ride, so I said, fuck it. So, what do I need to do to get our channel?
I'm sure customer service is helping people.
No, someone called me and someone wrote me and said they were on hold for 3 hours trying to get our channel. Where the fuck did I read that? Someone close to us. Oh, it was Otto.
Oh, Otto. Yeah.
Otto and George on Twitter. Otto said that, and I didn't even discuss this with him. He wrote me out of frustration. He said, since the channel change, I don't get you guys. So I'm up to 3 hours on waiting on customer service to figure out what I need to do. That's right. I swear to God. Where is that? You believe me, right?
Yeah. No, I read that one.
Oh, you did read that?
Like, can't get a cocksucker.
Was that a tweet? Or
I believe it was
a direct message.
I believe it was a twittage.
Oh, he was tweeting that.
Yes.
So he said
tweeted it.
He said he was up to 3 hours on customer service. He just had the phone in his hand all fucking day.
Trying to get the shit straightened out, but you don't get it. Need your radio ID number.
Do we have an answer? We just need to give them ID numbers?
Oh, is it coming through now? Is the answer coming through? I was watching a program on the satellite that went to the moon of Saturn, Titan.
Nice.
And what they had to do, because there were some problems, and how they reprogrammed certain things on a fucking satellite that was near Saturn.
Wow.
Yet there's a logistics problem that they can't put us on a certain channel because of technical issues. Stop it!
They lack logic. They really do.
Please.
They lack logic.
Dude, this satellite around Saturn was fucked. Yeah. They were like, oh my God, we spent all this time and money. There's no way to fix this problem. It's fucked up. The little probe won't talk to the big satellite to send the signal back to Earth because the wavelength is too narrow.
Right.
And then they figured out, well, if we slow the satellite down while it's transmitting to the other satellite, it'll slow the rate that the waves hit the other satellite. Like, you know when you're beeping a car horn and you pass someone, it goes, the Doppler effect?
Yeah.
They're like, we'll use the Doppler effect by slowing the satellite down, and then it'll make the waveform wider until it equaled out with the little probe thing. It's like, what genius is thinking of this shit? And they're like, nope, 105, 206 is all we can do. We can't fucking do it. Like, do you understand what they fucking do?
But the guys that have any self-worth, they left this company a long time ago.
I know.
So you're left with dummies that think that's logical.
Those satellites are spinning up there. I think the whole company has their fingers crossed, like, I hope nothing goes wrong with those satellites, because we don't even know what to do with them anymore. They're just spinning around up there going, I hope they continue to work, because we fired everyone that runs them.
And you notice Howard's on the same on both. See?
Yeah.
Says it all right there.
It can be done.
That's their guy. I understand that. That's their logic. So they figured out for him. But for us, it's all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. Because they had in their head that better channel placement was really good, but they couldn't do it for both, so they decided to separate like this. It's just dumb.
Mars is looking at a screen at Mission Control going, I don't have
Unplug it.
Cable. Yeah, unplug it, I guess. No, next week. Someone's going to come in next week with the parts for that.
Who came up with this? The channel change thing, and logically this made sense to people. Because when you run promos and stuff, people don't listen. The first thing they learn about radio, they don't really listen as closely as you think they do.
Yeah.
So when they hear promos 105, 206, they're like, what?
Hey, great. They're promoting the channels.
Imagine when we were on regular radio, if we could have been on every, same dial placement, how great. They would have done that in a second.
Yeah, amazing.
Because that was confusing for everybody when we were talking about
Philly
or
York,
Boston or something,
Or just go everywhere you tune in, we will be on
blank.
This frequency.
They would have done that in a second if they had the opportunity. This place had the opportunity, and they decided not to do it.
It's very difficult.
All right, so I have to give my radio ID number, and how do I find that in my car?
Channel 1.
No, I don't think Channel 1 exists anymore.
Let me see.
I didn't
No,
see
there's
it.
a way to get it. If you click on any station.
There's
I
a
don't have Channel 1.
website you
Don't
can
start
go
it,
to while in your car on the radio.
How about this?
I emailed Gary a picture of it. I took a photo of the radio ID number and then just sent him a text or whatever.
How about this?
Clever.
At this point, they should know all our radio ID numbers. I guess.
Yeah, shouldn't they be on file somewhere? You're right.
And why do we have to every 3 months? Whatever. This is too inside now. But we have to reset our radios every fucking 3 months because they get rid of VIP accounts all the fucking time.
God forbid,
It's like Opie, Anthony, Jimmy, here's their ID numbers. Never turn these radios off. Thank you.
I'm not even kidding you when I tell you I was paying up until months ago.
Am I still paying?
I was paying for probably 6 subscriptions. My own, different people, for the house, I was paying because I just couldn't deal with the problem of trying to fucking get it done. It was just cheaper.
It was easier to just
aggravation-wise for me to just go, fuck it. And then I would call up. I'd call up and be like, yeah, I want to connect. Okay. Well, this is customer service. What's your name? Well, she ain't going to know who I am. She's out of the demo.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, it's Anthony Cumia. I need that. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you. Do you need anything else? Do you need a channel guide? Yeah. Tell me what channel I'm on. I have no clue.
Did customer service know the show?
No,
I'm not even joking. They don't know the show.
Who the fuck does the
They're
customer
somewhere.
service?
It's all outsourced.
somewhere else, though.
It's outsourced.
I almost
do
can't
that?
get mad
because
at
it's
that.
a lot cheaper.
Why wouldn't you at least educate them on who the fucking shows are?
Because they're probably the same people that when they're doing customer service for this, like after 2 o'clock, some boss comes. All right, you're on Dell now. You're on the Dell customer service now, and 5 o'clock. Yeah, I want to put in some overtime. Could I get on the General Motors fucking customer service? And
Do you get your credit card shut off?
no, they call me sometimes and say, hey.
Mine gets shut off constantly because my billing address is L.A. And I try to explain to them every fucking time. Because all of a sudden
What's your billing address, L.A.?
Because everything goes through, not
Oh, that's weird.
Why?
Because that can fuck you up with addresses and shit.
Yeah.
If you want to deliver something,
I
have
have
something
to do
delivered to your house.
I have to do the 2 different addresses.
2 different things, and sometimes they don't like that, especially with big items.
So every time I use my credit card somewhere new, that they just shut it off and I have to go through customer service.
Oh,
and I
fuck
go,
that.
you're looking at my screen right now. Can't you put some kind of flags on there like don't fucking shut this guy's credit card off
No.
this easily? It drives me nuts. And then I get someone that's obviously not even with the company.
Yeah.
So I'm yelling at these people. They don't care. It's just another phone call they're taking.
I've had a few instances where I've bought some high-end items at the Apple Store over there at Roosevelt Field Mall, things like that. And they call to check. You have to put the verification thing in there. And then I'll go again and pretty much buy the same kind of things from the same stores and stuff. And they're like, there's a problem. Call us.
Yeah.
I call up and it's like, did you make this thing?
It's like, yes.
I go, could you just take 10 minutes? Not even 10 minutes. It's like seconds. Just look at my record and see what my
It's all on a
spending thing
screen.
is. It's like, Shouldn't you know that, like, this is what I do?
And they say it's for your security. It's not.
It's a pain in the ass.
It's for their security.
Yeah, they don't want to fucking...
they don't want to be buying someone else's laptop
yeah.
and shit, because in the end, you don't have to fucking pay for that.
Stuck with the shit.
So it's a pain in the ass to you. All right, whatever. So fucking turn on my stupid radio. It was a bummer that I couldn't check out our own channel with the Joe Rogan thing this weekend.
I missed
a real bummer.
Yep, wasn't able to listen to that.
So then I listened to Pearl Jam.
I listen to
radio.
Lithium.
Pearl Jam radio's gotten old, though, man. It's the same fucking concert over and over again. I know it's different dates, but after a while, holy shit, how many different versions of Elderly Woman Behind the Counter in a Small Town can I listen
to?
And I love Pearl Jam.
My answer is none.
None.
I love Pearl Jam, but I was thinking about it. Eddie Vedder must be bored shitless to be singing these songs.
Can't find a bit of her.
You see, like
can't find the virus channel.
you see him singing like Nothing Man from, I don't know, 2000, and then, you know, you get out of your car, you get back in, and then 2009, you hear him doing Nothing Man again. And, and you got to think he's got to be bored.
That's why he made his ukulele album.
He's got to be bored, though. He's got to make believe he loves these songs still. He can't love those songs anymore.
It's a different set every time.
I think bands can't love their songs that much anymore after years and years of doing it like that. No way. I love it. I'm a fan still, yes, but you put yourself in Eddie Vedder's body, and he's going out on a stage every night singing the songs. He tries to adjust it a little bit here and there and throw in some, like, you know, covers and things, but it's got to be a boring fucking life on the stage doing it.
I think he's having fun.
Oh God!
You think he really has passion singing Jeremy still?
Absolutely, yeah. I've seen them over a dozen times. I've only seen Jeremy once.
What do you think, Ant?
I think he's got to be sick of some of that shit.
Night after night.
But knowing people have to hear
pretty much the same songs in pretty much the same way.
Maybe if it's a band that literally goes on tour with the same 13 songs and just plays them night after night, I could see them getting sick of that. But a band like Pearl Jam or Radiohead or like Neil Young, I mean, you've discussed seeing Neil
disappointing the audience.
No, but they switch it up every night. It's a different set every night. Springsteen, like they take advantage of their catalog, you know?
In what way, you think?
That it's not the same songs every night.
I celebrate their entire catalog.
Celebrate. Pearl Jam radio, I couldn't get through 3 minutes of it.
No!
It's just not my
Really?
style. It's not my. I'm sure it's fine. Elvis radio, I can listen to.
I do like it, but I just think Eddie's got to be bored.
Why do they call it Pearl Jam radio? Oh, I get it.
Because they're Pearl Jam.
Why do they call it Elvis? Because of recognition.
You're trying to say we're as big as Elvis?
No, but I'm trying to say that the name of the show would drive traffic there a lot more than the name The Virus.
Yeah.
Well, my point.
And they won't do it.
I can't argue the fact that we're not household names. I'm not going to be cocky about it.
No, that's not being cocky.
But now that we've been with the company for 7 years, they had a 7-year opportunity to make it the Opie and Anthony channel, and at this point we would have been more of a household name.
Yeah.
You got to build your product, right? You got to build it up.
I was listening.
Calling it The Virus doesn't build up anything.
No, it does not. And I again, the name in all the markets of the show is syndicated in Philly, Boston, whatever. It's still more recognizable there than the word The Virus. So it's like, it doesn't make sense.
We tried, though. They didn't want to hear it.
No,
they didn't try. Bob should have tried harder.
Hear that.
They didn't want to hear it.
They don't want to hear it.
They don't want to hear it, man.
Who said no?
They don't want to build up new brands, really. They want to hire brands, but they don't want to build up new brands, and I think that's going to bite some people in the ass eventually. Anyway,
I was listening to the 40's channel.
Oh yeah.
On the way home.
Well, you're
Saturday.
in that right age group.
Yeah. You know, bring back memories.
You're in your 40s, I meant.
Yes, of course.
Not that you're from the 1940s.
Do you do what I do with that channel?
What?
You know, these broads were being finger popped and stuff, but they make it sound so like it was romantic.
Romantic. Well, that was
a romantic.
That was the whole thing I was getting to.
Oh, you were.
It was like they were singing about like New York City, and making it sound like we take the subway uptown, and it's like you just picture you and your best gal walking around Harlem, and everything's fine, you know, and it's like it was always for a kiss.
Yeah.
It's like, and she gave me a kiss. It's like, oh, is that what happened?
But you know what that really means, man. You know, she's
he was
sucking dick.
finger popping. fucking grabbing the back of that Miss Crabtree hairdo,
Right.
and just fucking that bun on the back of her head, holding it like a doorknob, screwing her head on his fucking dick.
But they called it a kiss.
Yes. And that was a kiss.
But basically, they're trying to talk about how great the blowjob was.
Yeah. Having a great time in old New York town.
Right.
They called it New York town. Like it's a little village. Watching the push carts on Broadway. What?
You know, some guys.
Now it's some fucking the New Israelites watching the New Israelites yell at me because I'm white. That's great.
But you know,
watching some fucking crooked black guy try to sell me a CD.
But you know, back then, some guy had smelly fucking pussy fingers as he's trying to drink his martini.
Oh, yeah.
But they were talking about how it was all romantic.
Getting home from the office after smacking the secretary's ass 800 times.
Right.
Sitting in some bar in Manhattan. Yeah, the good old day.
They were always fucking.
Always. It was a hoot, though, listening to that shit. The words and songs, stuff they tried to rhyme, it was real dumb. Mm-hmm. And but yeah, very innocent, very romantic.
And they had the Andrews sisters, like that weird vocalization that they don't do anymore.
Yeah.
Very over the top affected voices.
Listen to this.
Makes me luckier than throwing a 7, takes me nearer to heaven than anyone's allowed to do.
Terrible.
When your heart is talking, I feel like I'm walking on a cloud.
Know what that means?
Like
She wants it in the shitter.
Yeah, this is absolutely anal.
But they have to talk. They have to talk in code.
Yeah, like it puts me on a cloud with you.
Yeah.
That's the pillow her face is in.
Exactly.
It puts me on a cloud, and there's a log nearby. That's because she wasn't ready for anal.
She wants to be floating because she's not going to be sitting anytime soon. You do it right. Right, guys?
Right?
This is horrendous song. I want to hear this in the Overlook Hotel playing fucking, throwing a ball against the wall Tuesday.
Getting some avocado on me.
Yeah, while my fucking skinny wife is upstairs with her fucking Adam's apple. Period blood coming out of the fucking elevator. She's wondering why they kill her.
A lot of instrumental parts in this too.
Oh.
They
Kevin
would
from
have like a
Connecticut.
few words and
Grabbing those pointy missile tits.
yes, those fucking bras that were like fucking missile tits.
Did you even
nose
get
cones.
to touch the nipple through the bra back
You
then?
wouldn't feel anything.
Nah,
Over
not-
bra back then was useless.
Yeah, you were just feeling
Useless.
cones.
Yeah, the traffic cone.
Right.
And to get under that bra was crazy because the straps and the snaps on the back, those little latches.
You'd feel like the sweat underneath. I hate bra sweat. When you
sweat.
lift a bra and there's a fucking coating of sweat, it's like I hate underarm tits. You want to dab this with a tissue before I lick it?
Holy
Smell your fucking awful. Dirty cloth tits.
Yeah, I listen to the 40s every once in a while just to change it up.
Because
It's so different.
No, I was listening just as a goof because the words are so stupid.
Oh, yeah, because you just got a picture. They were doing the same shit we're doing today,
Yeah.
but you just didn't talk about it. That's what makes that channel a lot of fun to listen to.
And there was one talking about like some guy he didn't have a dime or a nickel for the subway, and he couldn't afford the bus, and he didn't own a car, but he was coming to see his gal anyway, so he had to walk. That's like, who's this bum?
So I had to make a chink take me in his rickshaw. La.
Racism just completely fine. So I drank at the white person fountain, and I punched a colored guy in the face.
I said, hey, Negro, give me your hat. The sun's shining down in my gal's eyes. Carry me on your back, buck. I got to get somewhere fast. Stupid 40s.
Back buck.
Turn this up. I want to. Let's try to figure out what he's singing
I
about.
had to pay another bill.
Oh,
And if I'm not mistaken,
That was Bing
dear,
Crosby. That
I
means
am
he's slapping
still-
somebody.
he's paying a bill.
Remember
Hospital
me.
bill.
Remember me?
For his kid.
I can
Yes. A Cuddy Sark bottle mark in his cheekbone.
How do you forget Bing Crosby when you have all that bruising?
He kinda sorta looks like me.
Oh, what?
For I'm the boy whose only joy is loving you.
Oh, boy. No,
He's singing to his bottle.
Till he hurries home.
That's
when
balls
day
deep
is
right there.
And I'm
Balls
the guy you give your goodnight kisses to.
Yeah.
Blowjob, remember.
Remember me.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
And now he does a little soft shoe.
Yeah.
He rolls up his fist in a tight ball and clocks his son in the
with
jaw.
a roll of quarters in his hand.
That's how he got his name. Because all his son heard was bing, pow, bing, bing.
That's the sound the quarters make when they fucking shatter from him punching the boy. The bing, 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 bing all over the floor. You have to pick them up off the metal sink.
Just beating his children relentlessly.
They call it soft shoe because you're hoping that he's wearing soft shoes that day.
Yeah. The son's going, please make it soft shoes.
Please.
Yes.
Is it soft shoes today?
Those combat boots. And he's doing a little number right here. It's like, I got a good boy phone and a naughty boy phone. A good boy phone and a naughty boy phone.
The good boy phone calls only white people. The naughty boy phone calls the Negro gals. When I need...
That's great. Little angel on your knee.
Oh, swoon equals ass to mouth. I didn't know that. Thank you.
Swooning, yeah.
Thank you, Kevin, from Connecticut.
Yeah, that's a rusty trombone.
That is, huh?
Kinda sorta looks like me.
Kind of sort of looks like me.
Too many words, Bing. What's wrong with you?
Shoehorning his fist into some teeth.
Between two fucking lips that are pursed. Trying to resist the fucking sock.
Please, Daddy, no. Me, I'm sure that your kids remembered you for quite some time.
Yes. I won't remember you 'cause I was in a blackout when I elbowed you in the mouth when you went for a hug.
You show me your bruises in the morning. I don't have a clue how they got there.
I have esophageal cancer from drinking so much alcohol. Punch a spook. I'm the most overrated guy in history. Sleigh bells ring, and so do your ears when I hit you with a ruler. Fuck him and his Christmas.
My fist on your face, power up a pum pum.
Once again, the sound of fists.
Yes. What is this one?
We're trying to find that MTA song you're listening to.
Oh, yeah.
Crosby?
No,
this
this is
ain't it.
Kingston Trio.
Kingston Trio.
Yeah, we can't find the original one.
This isn't the 40s, is
This
it?
is 1950.
Yeah, man. All right, enough of this shit. We should take a break. Jimmy Fallon's going to be here soon.
That's great. Good stuff.
Good stuff. And the local news covered Judgment Day. We should play a little of that because they teased it all.
Why wouldn't they?
All day long to get you watching the end of the world, which never happens. So
It's never happened.
check that out.
By the way, your radio has to be on when the number ID is entered.
Oh, really?
See, that's
what has to happen.
Really? So what am I supposed to do?
Sit in the truck. That's what you have to do.
Oh, really? In Manhattan? That's easy.
No, but it has to stay on for a little
My
while.
car's
for
100
this-
feet under the ground right now. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Take it for a ride? For how long?
I don't know, but it takes 20
What?
minutes.
15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
That's hilarious. I'm dreaming of a white-only neighborhood, just like the one I used to know.
I think that's what they were really singing
Very
about
funny.
back then.
Yeah, it was either sex or the blacks, and their hatred thereof.
My son, the black-eyed child, shouldn't have talked while Daddy had a headache. Daddy's liver hurts from drinking, so he'll beat his family a lot. It doesn't even rhyme. But who gives a turkey?
That
All
is
right.
great, man.
Break time.
Ah, right.
Chop, chop.
Rob it.